Hey there, Internet. Today I'm reviewing the movie Nyad. This is a film that came out on Netflix 2023. It also screened at the Mill Valley Film Festival by two amazing directors who did Free Solo, the movie about rock climbing that won the Academy Award for documentary. But this is their first film they did that's a narrative film. Annette Bening is in it, Jodie Foster, both playing real life people. I actually interviewed the person who Jodie Foster plays in the film, the trainer. So if you go back on my YouTube, you can see that video. What I really liked about this film is it felt very realistic. It felt like you were with her along the journey as she's trying to swim from Cuba to Florida. For those who don't know, Nyad broke the world record for making this swim, the Florida Strait. She was in her 60s. So even younger swimmers in their 30s, 40s, 50s did not accomplish this. She tried to do it when she was younger, when she was first a professional swimmer, and she wasn't able to accomplish it. Then later in life, it kept bothering her. It kept being like that thing on the back of her shoulder that she's just constantly thinking about. And so in her 60s, she decides to give it another shot. Everyone thought she was crazy, thought it was impossible. There's so many dangerous things out there in the ocean beyond having to swim for like 2 days straight, which causes hallucinations and all sorts of other things that you see in the film. You're dealing with sharks. They have a system in the movie that deals with the sharks, quite ingenious. But the other thing are these little jellyfish that you could swallow that could kill you instantly because they're so poisonous. And it's not something where you get stung by this jellyfish and you gain a tolerance. It actually goes the other way, where the more times you get stung, the worse it kind of gets over time. The film premiered at the Telluride Film Festival in September. Honestly, I expected there to be a lot more Oscar buzz about this film. Two filmmakers who previously won the Oscar. I actually got to meet Elizabeth Chai at the Mill Valley Film Festival and talk with her a little bit about this film, although I didn't record the interview. It was at the after party. The movie is super well done, very powerful, and I love how they actually have these moments where you see the hallucination that she's seeing underwater, what she's describing. It really made me feel like I was in her swimsuit going along the journey. There's also so much more that I learned about the movie and so much that I think I took away from it being a narrative, scenes they were able to do, that if the filmmaker said, we're going to do a documentary about this subject, which I think they initially were thinking about a documentary and realized they just didn't have enough found footage, enough stuff in the archival. They said, let's make it a narrative with actors playing the parts. The film does splice in some documentary footage throughout, and I really like that because, again, it keeps reminding you this is a real story. This has actually happened. Other good actors in it, Rhys Ifans, I always butcher people's names, Welsh actor, not super well known, but he's been in the Harry Potter films. He did a really good job as being the captain in the ship. The movie was around 120 minutes long. It didn't feel too long. It didn't feel too short. That being said, when I watched it on Netflix, I broke it up. Part one, 1 hour, part two, the other hour. But I really enjoyed this movie. I highly recommend it to folks who are older. It just goes to show you can always accomplish your dream even later in life, and even if it is extremely physical, athletic dream. That's what kind of made this story unique. It's not that I've seen other movies about people who are older that accomplish things when they're older, but seeing somebody accomplish such a physical feat in their 60s that nobody else has ever done before is pretty incredible. And in part, it had to do with the team she put together that was able to utilize all the technology and things that came about, since the time that she first started in her 30s or 40s. So it took time, it took patience, it took all of these things to come together, the new technology, for them to really be able to know the path to take with the boat and what path she needs to swim. She also had to roll the dice. Many times when she tried to swim, the currents changed. She had to get the perfect current to make it happen. So again, it wasn't just do it right with the technology. It was never give up on your dream. Anyway, that's my review for today. I highly recommend you check out the movie if you haven't seen it. If you have seen it, write me a comment below. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notification button. I've noticed I've lost subscribers since doing these daily review videos. Please be a subscriber who gets added, and hit that button, share this video, and I'll see you in the next one tomorrow. Bye.